This summer we got the second Independence Day movie, which is a big blockbuster movie, a lot of action, CGI and everything, and that movie was pure crap. And now we are into an alien invasion movie with barely any action, and this movie is triple times better than that movie. Arrival. From director Denis Villeneuve, dude, he directed Prisoners, Enemy, and last year's really good movie, Sicario. And so he's going to actually direct Blade Runner 2, which is actually kind of cool. I think he's going to do a really good job. But either way, let's talk about Arrival. So I've heard a lot of things about this movie. It has like 100% Rotten Tomatoes. It looks really good. It's from the director of Prisoners and Sicario, which are two really good movies, and Enemy, which is a weird movie that I really like for some reason. But he's a good director. He stated his name. He's a great director, and he's making movie after movie. And now we got another original movie that he made, and this is called Arrival, and it is an alien invasion movie, and it's about when 12 different locations with these big aircraft spaceships come down from outer space and just sit there. They literally sit there in the air and they're doing nothing. Everyone's freaking out in 12 different locations. They're everywhere across the world. And so in one state, in America pretty much, Amy Adams, who's a teacher, gets called by Forrest Whitaker and Jim Renner to come and help them figure out English language or their kind of language, to talk to them, to find out why they're here, what do they want, and then it gets really interesting and it gets really, really good. And in my opinion, Arrival is one of the best movies of the year, even though it has barely any, it doesn't even really have a full-on action scene in this movie. There are intense scenes with a fight, an explosion or whatever, but there's no big action scene in this movie, and I honestly really dug this movie. First things first, Amy Adams is Oscar worthy. She did a great job in this movie. She actually made me feel like this lady is actually going it felt scary. You felt scared for her because she's going to this spacecraft. She's being lifted up into the air, and she's walking upside down on the wall, whatever, and talking to a blank wall pretty much with these little drawings of black smoke, and you actually see the alien's hand, and then you see them through this mirror thing with a light, whatever, and you get to see him, and that's how she talks. You're nervous for her, and she's great. Amy Adams does a great job in this movie. She does a really good job. Her character development in the very beginning of this movie is very interesting when she's just a teacher, and by the end of this movie, I don't want to spoil it, but she does so much in this movie for her character, and she deserves an Oscar nomination at least. Will she win it? I don't know yet. Right now, I would say she's definitely a nomination. I wouldn't even say she's going to win it, but I definitely say give her a nomination. And then, of course, there's Jim Renner, who's really good in this movie. He plays Ian. He was a really good guy. He wasn't, amazing, but he was there. He fitted the part very well. Forrest Whitaker was really good. And, of course, Denis Villeneuve, the director, amazing. And the cinematography is so good. It's so good. This movie looks so good. The camera work is great. Denis Villeneuve, dude, he knocks it out of the park again. He's got Prisoners, Sicario, and now Arrival. He is on a roll. I could see him get a Best Director nomination for this one. I was shocked he didn't get one for Sicario. I hope he gets one for this one, but maybe he'll get screwed over again. But I think he deserves a nomination this time. I think he really does. I think this movie deserves the Best Picture nomination. The movie is very, very smart because it feels so realistic. I love how this is what would happen in a situation if this happened. This is what would happen. This kind of stuff right here. And it felt so real in a science fiction kind of way, and it's a really smart movie with an interesting twist that actually changes the movie for me, and it boosts up the story. The movie is so interesting and different and original, and the characters are great. The acting's amazing, the directing's amazing, the story is so interesting, and it feels like it fits so well. When you watch it, it's intense, you're into it. But my only issue is it takes 15 minutes to actually get into it, and the movie is very slow at points. I won't lie. I would have loved a big aircraft coming out of a spaceship and shooting up a marine, shooting thing. I love action movies, but this movie is not that movie, and it is a slower movie. Do not go into this movie expecting an Independence Day. Go into this movie with a character kind of movie, a character-driven story with these aliens, whatever, trying to figure out these language, trying to figure out why are they here, why have they arrived. And in my opinion, Arrival had a great story, great characters, great directing, and Arrival is definitely one of the best films of the year, and I'm going to give this movie, I'll give it a low A. I think Arrival is definitely one of the best films of the year. It's definitely an original movie, and it's super good, and Amy Adams, get an Oscar nomination because you deserve one for this movie. So anyway guys, hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys!